Hey guys, it's me Pfhorbear here with a new video going over the new ways that we might interact with objectives in Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Let's take a look. So by now it's probably no big news or crazy revelation that Halo Infinite's multiplayer looks to be something completely new to Halo while recapturing a lot of what makes it legacy, right? And a big part of that legacy now over the last 20 years has been the different ways that players interact with objectives, specifically the flag and capture the flag. Traditionally, in Halos 1, 2, 3, and Reach, you pick up the flag and you have the option to get rid of it if you need to get rid of it. Encourages a lot of that classic flag juggling that you see in the older games. In Halo 4 specifically, introduced a new mechanic where once you were close enough to the flag to pick it up, you automatically picked it up and were unable to drop it, and it gave you a magnum that you could use to defend yourself while moving around. Now traditionally, you always move slower with the flag. That's why the flag juggling was always encouraged, and in Halo 4 and even in Halo 5, which also had the flagnum, but in Halo 5 would let you drop the flag, you do still move a good bit slower. I think that this is what's going to change in Halo Infinite. I think that it looks obvious to me, and maybe even to you when you see this here in a moment, that you know, we've seen some footage from the overview trailer and from the gameplay trailer that makes it look like you can sprint while you're carrying the flag. And I think that that's true, but let's take a look at this for just a second. So this player picks this flag up right here, right? And it attaches to their back first, and then it goes back to being in their hands like it would traditionally be in any older Halo game. What I think this means, right? And I'm gonna show you another example of this, but what I think that this means is that you're going to have more than one way to carry the flag. We already know that the Razorback will allow us to load objectives into the back of the truck so that we can transport them without a player having to hold that in their hands, right? So let's go back just a second and take another look at this. There we go. So he picks it up and it automatically goes on his back, and he's still carrying his assault rifle. I think what this means is that, like I was saying, there will be two modes of carrying the flag when you're on foot. And I'm going to show you what that other mode looks like here in this clip, where you are still able to use your weapons and your grenades. But if you look at this player, I know the footage is in slow motion, but he's moving extremely slow. And the reason why we think that this footage is a player carrying the flag is because of the red streak here up at the top, as well as the red glow on the assault rifle. This is not a coating, this is a glow, and it changes dynamically with how the player interacts. You can see that the glow changes, that it affects his arm when he goes to throw that grenade. We'll watch that back again. His arm is highlighted in red there. This has to be the flag on this player's back. So what I think this means is that we're gonna get those two different flag carrying modes, right? Like this, where you are able to use your weapons and your grenades and defend yourself in case you end up in a fight against other players and your team isn't around, but you move significantly slower. I'm talking 60% or maybe even 70% of base movement speed, so 30 to 40% slower. Or you can carry the flag like this and retain your base movement speed and still be able to sprint, maybe lower the base movement speed a little bit. But this would create a really cool cost-benefit analysis moment for the player to come up with interesting ways for you to engage with objectives in ways that we've never considered before. This seems really cool, guys. I love the idea of being able to be that supportive character on your team carrying the flag and still have full range of engagement with the game's sandbox. I do love seeing different ways that players can interact here. This looks so cool. It would be really cool to see what kind of a meta comes out of these options, right? If you have the flag, is it more beneficial for you to just strap it to your back so you can defend yourself? Or is it infinitely more beneficial for you to go ahead and carry it out like this Spartan does here so that you can move faster across the map? Guys, I think it is extremely interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that you'll be able to run that flag however you see fit? Or do you think maybe this is just early test footage and the game isn't finished, so there's some weird stuff going on bug-wise. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pfhorbear. Go check out xboxera.com, where you can see me covering all of the latest news on Halo Infinite, all sorts of really cool stuff. We have some great things in the works over there at xboxera.com. If you're an Xbox fan, you're gonna love it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time, be safe and have fun.